Very good, very good. Huh. Ah. Go ahead. Oh, okay, I see, I see it. They ended. Oh, okay, I see. The last guy was Macron. That's why they ended it. Oh, okay, gotcha, gotcha, gotcha. I was like, what's going on with the live? What's going on with the live? Macron was the last one. That's him. Ah. What up, fam? Pump it up. That's Macron, his wife. And that's it. So we're about 10 minutes away, according to or like 10, 15 minutes away, for Trump and Zelensky. Should be good. Right now, everybody is there chilling. Good to have you, buddy, and welcome. Gonna go ahead and get us. Yes. Right now, we're gonna have another type of live. I'm sure. I'm gonna go to AP. Get ready, guys. We'll see more fun. Here it is. And here it is. Yes, so they went on a pause. Yes. Perfect. It's a good Monday, everybody. I'm ready. Let's get this over with. Gonna be a good day. It's gonna be a good day. In 1080p, of course, 1080p. So let's see. Who do we have first? So here comes showtime. European leaders coming in. To the White House, of course. And after this, we got another band coming in.
Ready pop, ready open.
Prime Minister.
Ready close, ready shut.
What's XRP target for today? Under $3, so we buy the dip. Got it, buddy. 293 today. That's what I'm talking about, baby. You guys, I'm getting some comments, bro, from the people that are not in the right, like they don't get it. I know they look at me like, oh yeah, this is my punching bag. But when we're pumping, when we're doing well, where are they? But when we go down, and again, we have a beautiful gift under $3 XRP, best thing you can do is complain and point fingers. No! That's why people are not going to get rich.
So we'll also have
Here we have Italy. M9 in the house. Chipper in the house. Big Daddy TJ in the house. Italy.
ready close, ready shut.
Beautiful people. Beautiful people. Night. Thanks, brother. Dungeon. No. Bump it up. 5 new members. Welcome. I'm just here for the world peace. The killing of thousands of people and families are suffering. So sad. What's up, Sam? Agree. Next.
Ready doors. Ready pop. Ready open.
Today we can shoot for the moon or dive into the Mariana Trench. My body is ready.
Ready shut.
Thank you, Darius. Welcome, and appreciate that a lot. Welcome, welcome. Drop a like, guys. Consider subscribing to the channel. Very happy to have you here. And
Ready two.
better days are coming in, guys. Get excited. Get excited. And the last one was Macron. France.
Ready two. Ready doors. Ready pop. Ready open.
Welcome to all the new members. People of France.
Ready close. Ready shut. Ready face.
Oh, that's not her wife. That's I thought he was his wife. I got confused. I didn't see the full clip. So I got Fox, I got AP right here, so we'll go ahead and get some nice footage. Darling House already arrived. We need Brad. We need Brad to come out and help us. We need Brad for sure. The Brad Garling House. Oh, there it is. We're back live here. I'm gonna have Fox. Okay, yeah, I'm just gonna have.
Today we can shoot for the moon or dive into the Mariana Trench. My body is ready. Meanwhile, discounts everywhere.
Thanks, brother. Thanks for the kind donation, but I appreciate it so much. Welcome, Map Night, and welcome everybody. Okay, so Fox is not giving me any audio, so I'm gonna have it on pause. I'm gonna have AP. Because AP is the greatest. They're always trying to get the best picture, you know? Always. Plus we have some audio, background audio. John 316 in the house, Ghost in the house. What's up, guys? Welcome. Hey guys. Some people here think this is a nothing burger, which for XRP it could be a nothing burger. But don't forget it's with cheese. A double Whopper nothing burger with cheese. That is something. Come on. Now, what I'm saying is that this is just to fully get to that peace deal, fam, right? Takes a while. It's a bunch of politicians, right? So it's taking a while, and we're just here watching. Trying to make... You won 3. Yeah, bro. I mean, come on. It's gonna have effect on the broader market 100%. What's up, Crypto Griff? Don't forget the bacon. It's true. Justin, President Trump administration in talks to take 10% of ownership stake in Intel. Okay. That's cool. That's cool. Johnny, Texas. What's up, buddy? Johnny, Texas in the house. Ethereum is supposed to leverage the White House Genius Act, the SEC Project Crypto, in the same way Wall Street boomed after 1971 when US came off the gold standard. Thomas Lee's telling you guys. Thomas Lee's telling you guys. Go all in. Crypto, Ethereum, and that is why we are buying and holding Ethereum too. The more dips we have, the better for our bags. Or you want to buy the foam one, buy the green pumps. That's you? You buy high and panic sell when it's down. You buy high and panic sell when it's low. Classic crypto investor. That's all I needed to know.
That's hilarious.
My backs are pumping hard. Cowboy, what's up, buddy? Good to have you. Welcome. Albanian farmer. Good to see you, buddy. Welcome. Zelenskyy will wear XRP cap. I don't think so, brother. I don't think so. Oscar has made me 20K in crypto. Listen to him. I'm not texting Joshua to say that, guys. I'm not texting him. Say that. Today, we bought some crypto and we're gonna continue doing so if we have some cash on the side. Thank you, AP. Always you can count with Associated Press. To those asking when is this starting, it's about to start. Right now it's 12 p.m. my time. It's 1 p.m. East. So in about 10 minutes or so, I mean, things are starting pretty soon, guys. Okay?
Okay. Thank you so much. Hi, good to see you. How are you? We can see.
C'è la volontà che non si ripeta quello che è successo con Zelenskyy cacciato e Donald Trump arrivato con l'Ucraina. Ovviamente sono passati
Oscar coin. You will never see an Oscar coin. That I can promise you. I'm not thinking about making a project about me. That's not gonna happen. I don't need it. It's not gonna happen. If you see one that's a scam, report it. Don't use it. Don't swap it. Don't interact with that. Okay? Please listen. There's never gonna be an Oscar coin. So don't spit in that cup's burger. I'm launching it, Joshua. Really, brother? So there's a video going around with Zelenskyy on a T-shirt, right? Wearing a T-shirt. So
Meeting with the President, the Vice President, and the National Security Advisor, Secretary of State this morning. These areas.
Thank you so much. So first of all, we are thankful to the President for this invitation and the format of what we will have. It's important signals about security guarantees, and that's why it's important that we are together with the United States and Europe, and the President accepted the meeting, common meeting, also after our bilateral common meeting with the Europeans. And so I'm so grateful that such big countries as UK, Finland, and the President von der Leyen, the Secretary Rutte, that they will come. And I think this will be important meeting, and we will speak about the architecture. I think so. We will have time to speak about architecture of security guarantees. And this is what really I think the most important.
Good.
Yes. I hope so. We will speak together. We will begin, of course, bilaterally, but I think mostly we can speak about it when we will be together, sitting together, and then I think this.
what did he say? No suit today. Donald J. Trump is posting on Truth Social. Let me bring you that to you guys. 2 hours ago. 3 hours ago. 3 hours ago, Donald J. Trump, a big day at the White House. We have never had so many European leaders here at one time. A great honor for America. Let's see what the results will be. That's 3 hours ago. We have DC gave fake crime numbers in order to create a false illusion of safety. That's not make America great again. I'm totally convinced that if Russia raised hands and said, we give up, we concede, we surrender, we will give Ukraine and the great United States of America, the most revered, respected, and powerful of all countries ever, Moscow and St. Petersburg, and everything surrounding them for thousands of miles, the fake news media and their Democrat partners will say that this was a bad and humiliating day for Donald J. Trump, one of the worst days in history. Oh my God, he's so funny. He's so funny. But that's why that's why they are the fake news. A lot of people. Oh yeah, so Zelenskyy is heading right now to the White House. This is crazy from Trump, Basically, even if the U.S. wins and the world wins, he's like, the fake news will still say it was a bad day for Trump. I've settled, Donald Trump says, I've settled 6 wars in 6 months, and one of them a possible nuclear disaster, and yet I have read and listened to the Wall Street Journal and many other who truly don't have a clue tell me everything that I'm doing wrong on Russia-Ukraine mess. That is sleepy Joe Biden's war, not mine. I'm only here to stop it, not to prosecute any further. It would have never happened if I was president. I know exactly what I'm doing. I don't need advice of people who have been working on all these conflicts for years and were never able to do anything to stop them. They are stupid people with no common sense, intelligence, or understanding. And they only make the current Russia-Ukraine disaster more difficult to fix, despite all the lightweight and very jealous critics. I'll get it done. I always do. President Donald Trump. Donald J. Trump coming in and swinging. Everybody's getting something today. Everybody's getting something today. My man. Welcome, fam. Drop a like. Consider subscribing to the channel. Today is going to be a big one. And we'll be here for a while. And as we wait, let us know in the comments how you guys are thinking so far. Links down below. Join us. Get 2,000 extra P for my trader on BTCC. You have BingX. You have Crypto.com. All the links are down below. He's heading now. And everything is about to start with Donald J. Trump welcoming Zelenskyy. And from there, you're going to have a press conference or something, conversation, and things are going to flow. Little by little.
No, I mean, it's just whoever was available to go. My first big summit,
Altcoin is the future of finance. What's up, Chosen?
Bitcoin is the future of finance.
Thanks, brother. Appreciate it, buddy. Welcome, welcome. Thanks so much. They even ask him to wear a suit. He comes with a fruit and fruit of the loom t-shirt. Oh man. People don't like, when you don't take it seriously once you head to the people's house, the White House, which anybody going to the White House, no matter who you are, I think it's protocol that you dress up. Showing respect to the United States and the White House and the office of the president. I mean, you have to do it no matter who it is, right? Where's my suit? I'm not at the White House. I wish I was, to be honest with you. But we're still here. Yeah. Should be good, guys. It should be good.
Arrivals happening. Case open.
See if any cryptos are moving today right now, other than bread going down, Toncoin, Cardano taking a nice retracement here, 5%. Algorand also coming down a bit.
Okay, arrivals happening. Yeah, I gotta go.
HBAR 2, Shiba Inu, Ethereum 2 at 4,300. BTC at 116,000. Bitcoin dominance under 60. Stellar XLM came down, of course. Prices remain the same as far as, consolidation levels. Not much. A lot of people there, guys. A lot of great people there. Apparently, the White House asked Zelenskyy to wear a suit to meet with Trump. He showed up in a shirt. He might have changed. Who knows? They asked him to wear a suit. Wow. It happens. It happens. No way. Is that real? Is that actually real? Insane. That shit, that's not real, right? Come on. Oh, I think it is. Get that XRP, fam. Get that XRP. Don't you know? 100%. Don't you know? That is our phrase, guys. Don't you know? IVDO01. Thank you, buddy. Happy to see you and welcome. I don't think this is gonna be a long meeting. Like, there's nothing much to say. Even we know. The meeting that people were expecting to last a while was the Russia-US meeting last week. That was the important meeting. But this one, they're gonna sit down and say, okay, are we doing it or not? Are you actually doing it or not? Because come on, man. Stop the killing. Stop the fighting. Just obey, basically. Somebody comes out. That might be that might be Trump. Indeed, that's him. There you go. There it is. There he is.
President Trump, sir, your message to the people of Ukraine as world leaders gather here today. And Russia continues to attack civilians, this time in Kharkiv, killing many.
Is there a just offer for peace on the table? Will you see land to Russia?
I love them, right? You said I love them, right? You said I love
Ah. We're gonna have a sit down soon, so they're gonna change the camera. We're gonna change the camera soon, guys.
Alright, I'm headed inside. Yep. Thank you. Right. Yeah. Thank you. Appreciate it.
President Trump, sir, your message to the people of Ukraine as world leaders gather here today. And Russia continues to attack civilians, this time in Kharkiv, killing many.
Is there a just offer for peace on the table? Will you see land?
Flag! Port! Flag!
We start seeing in the 1 hour. Let's go ahead and move to the 15 minutes right now for a second. Good stuff. I see. I like that green. Not gonna lie to you guys. I like that green. That's good. Go ahead and wait a little bit. There's another view. Where's the view? Where's the view? No, it's all the way up here. There you no. Here it is.
Yes, I had pretty close. How are you? Pretty shut.
He's all dressed up today.
President Trump, what's your message to Vladimir Putin, sir? President Trump, you got enough. President Trump, you got enough.
Thank you very much.
Thank you so much. Yes, I had pretty close. How are you? Pretty shut.
He's all dressed up today.
President Trump, what's your message to Vladimir Putin, sir? President Trump, you got enough. President Trump, you got enough.
Thank you very much.
Thank you so much.
All right. So we got in the Justin welcome to the White House. So we know what happened last time. You don't have to go further, right? Trump, Zelenskyy. It's with two Y's, if I'm not mistaken. But we got the pictures right. We got all the pictures right of the first conversation, which was a few months back. And they didn't go well. But here it is.
Kind of diplomacy that's going to end the destruction of your country.
But if you
Mr. President, with respect, I think it's disrespectful for you to come into the Oval Office and try to litigate this in front of the American media. Right now, you guys are going around and forcing conscripts to the front lines because you have manpower problems. You should be thanking the president for trying to bring it into this conflict.
Have you ever been to Ukraine? Did you see what problems we have?
So have you seen it, guys? This is obviously old news, right? But we go back, right? What happened? Hopefully, for the good of the world and for the good of this war, and even Fox is showing it right now. We're back.
And I think there's a possibility that something could come out of it. And today's meeting is very important. We have, I guess, the seven very powerful leaders from Europe. And we're going to be meeting with them right after this meeting. And thank you very much for being here.
Thank you so much, Mr. President. If I can, first of all, thank you for invitation, and thank you very much for your efforts, personal efforts to stop killings and stop this war. Thank you. And using this opportunity, many thanks to your wife, First Lady of the United States. She sent a letter to Putin about our children, abducted children, and my wife, First Lady of Ukraine, she gave the letter. It's not to you, to your wife.
I want it.
Yeah. So we're saying this sensitive topic, yes, please. And thanks to our partners, and that you supported this format, that after our meeting we can have leaders who are around us, UK and France, Germany, Italy, Finland, EU, NATO, I mean all partners around Ukraine supporting us. Thanks to them, and thank you very much for invitation.
Thank you very much for being here.
President Trump.
Do you think it's fair?
Yes, Peter, go ahead.
Thank you, President Trump. So, President Zelenskyy, you say in a post on X today, Russia must end this war, which it itself started. President Trump, you say President Zelenskyy of Ukraine can end the war with Russia almost immediately if he wants to. Which is it?
Yeah, I think that's true. I think we're going to have a meeting. I think if everything works out well today, we'll have a trilat. And I think there will be a reasonable chance of ending the war when we do that.
And is this the end of the road for American support for Ukraine? Is today's meeting deal or no deal?
I can never say that. It's never the end of the road. People are being killed, and we want to stop that. So I would not say it's the end of the road. No, I think we have a good chance of doing it. It's been almost 4 years now that a lot of people were killed last week. A lot of people last week. I mean, millions of people killed, but a lot of people last week for whatever reason. A big number, a lot of soldiers, on both sides. And I know the president, I know myself, and I believe Vladimir Putin wants to see it ended.
And as you met with Putin on Friday, today you've got President Zelenskyy here. As you listen to Russia and Ukraine, which side has the better cards? Right?
Well, I don't want to say that. I'm just here to be. Look, this isn't my war. This is Joe Biden's war. He's the one that had a lot to do with this happening, and we want to get it ended. And we want it to end good for everybody. We want it to end good. The people of Ukraine have suffered incredibly.
President Zelenskyy, are you prepared to keep sending Ukrainian troops to their deaths for another couple years, or are you going to agree to redraw the maps?
Thank you for your question. So, first of all, we live under each day attacks. That today have been a lot of attacks and a lot of wounded people, and the child was dead, small one year and a half. So we need to stop this war, to stop Russia, and we need support American and European partners. And we will do our best for this. So, and I think we show that we are strong people, and we supported the idea of the United States, personally of President Trump, to stop this war, to make a diplomatic way of finishing this war. And we are ready for trilateral, as President said. This is a good signal about trilateral. I think this is very good. Thank you.
Mr. President,
yes, if the peace deal will be achieved, are you going to be willing to send American peacekeepers to Ukraine?
Well, we're going to work with Ukraine. We're going to work with everybody, and we're going to make sure that if there's peace, the peace is going to stay long term. This is very long term. We're not talking about a 2-year peace and then we end up in this mess again. We're going to make sure that everything's good. We'll work with Russia. We're going to work with Ukraine. And we're going to make sure it works. And I think if we can get to peace, it's going to work. I have no doubt about it.
Your team has talked about security guarantees. Could that involve U.S. troops? Would you roll that out in the future?
We'll let you know that maybe later today. We're meeting with 7 great leaders of great countries also, and we'll be talking about that. They'll all be involved, but there'll be a lot of help when it comes to security. There's going to be a lot of help. It's going to be good. They are first line of defense because they're there. They're Europe, but we're going to help them out also. We'll be involved.
Mr. President, Vladimir Putin mentioned that the war will not end without addressing the root causes of this war. Have you had an understanding what are the root causes of this war?
Well, look, the war is going to end. When it ends, I can't tell you, but the war is going to end, and this gentleman wants it to end, and Vladimir Putin wants it to end. I think the whole world is tired of it, and we're going to get it ended. It was, I've done 6 wars. I've ended 6 wars, and I thought this maybe would be the easiest one, and it's not the easiest one. It's a tough one. A lot of reasons for it, and they'll be talking about it for a long time. But they'll be talking about the others. Look, India, Pakistan. We're talking about the big places. When you look at, you just take a look at some of these wars. You go to Africa and take a look at that. Rwanda and the Congo, Republic of the Congo. That's been going on for 31 years. And so we've done a total of 6, and we really have 6, not including the fact that we obliterated, and it turned out to be a total obliteration, the nuclear, as you said, the future nuclear capability of Iran. And this one, I think we're going to get solved also. I feel confident we're going to get it solved.
I'd like guarantees or special envoy put forward.
Thank you, Mr. President. Can you tell us about your conversations with European leaders and what they need to see to support an end to the war?
Yeah, well, we're going to be meeting with a great representative group and 7 very powerful, very big countries. Great people, all friends of mine and friends of yours. And we're going to have some suggestions made. They want to see peace. They would like to see peace.
President Trump, when in Russia, you said last night that...
In the red.
President Trump, do you think it's fair for Ukraine and for Russia to achieve a lasting and durable peace if Ukraine cedes its territories that Russia hasn't yet conquered? Do you think it's a fair peace for Ukraine?
We're going to have a lasting peace. Just to answer the first part of your question, we're going to have a lasting peace. I hope it's going to be immediately. I hope it doesn't have to go on. And I think people of the whole world is going to be very happy when that's announced.
Thank you, Mr. President. You posted on social media, Mr. President, a very touching letter from the First Lady. And the letter was hand-delivered to President Putin. And it calls for an end to the war, essentially, because of the children and the children's future. Why did the First Lady feel that letter was necessary? Was it because she believes that Mr. Putin is the aggressor in the war? Is a similar letter being hand-delivered to President Zelenskyy?
So the First Lady felt very strongly. She's watched the same thing that you watch and that I watch. I see things that you don't get to see, and it's horrible. But when she's got a great love of children, she has a wonderful son that she loves, probably more than anybody, including me. I hate to say it, but she loves her son. She loves children, and she hates to see something like this happening. And that goes for other wars too. I mean, she sees the heartbreak, the parents, the funerals that you see on television. Always funerals. We want to see something other than funerals. No, she felt. It was a beautiful letter. It was very well received by him. And she did ask me to say, she would love to see this end. She would love to see it end. And she says it very openly, very proudly, and with great sorrow because so many people have been killed.
Mr. President, last week,
Brian, go ahead, Brian.
Yes, sir. I've got a question for each of you.
Yes.
First of all, President Zelensky, you look fabulous in that suit.
I said the same thing.
Yeah, you look good.
I said the same thing.
Yeah, looks good on
I
you.
said it's the one that attacked you last time. See, now
And I remember that.
I apologize to you. You look wonderful. No, my first question for you, President Zelensky.
In the same suit. You see, I changed, you are not.
Maybe yours is much better. Real quickly, upon peace, God willing we get peace, are you open to holding an election in your country?
Yes, of course. We are open for election, yes. We have to do safety circumstances, and a little bit we need to work in the parliament, because during the war you can't have elections, but we can do security. We need, maybe, how to say, we need a truth, yes, everywhere, in the battlefield, in the sky, in the sea, yeah, to make possible for people to do democratic, open, legal elections.
So you say during the war you can't have elections. So let me just say 3.5
he's gonna say
years
it.
from now. So you mean if we happen to be in a war with somebody,
I knew it.
no more elections? Oh,
I knew it.
I wonder what the fake
You like this idea?
Yeah.
I knew it. Yeah.
Speaking of news, I got a question for you. This sounds insane for me even to ask this, but do you think the American media really doesn't even want a peace deal because they've seen they've been so critical of you every step of the way as you lead the charge for peace?
It's an amazing phenomenon. I said that if in the settlement you got Moscow, St. Petersburg, and thousands of miles around them, they would say I made a bad deal. The level of hatred and animosity is incredible. Not with all. I mean, we have great people up here. We also have terrible people up there that I think are told what to say. But, in solving all of these wars, they don't even write about it. I saw major wars. I saw wars that have been going on for 31, 35, and 37, and a couple of quicker ones. One that was going to go into a full-blown deal very quickly. You know what the one I'm talking about. It was a big one. But they don't even write about that. No matter what I do, no matter what, and this is not anything to do with you. It's probably to your advantage in a certain way. But no matter what I do, no matter what deal I make, from my standpoint, you'll come out good. Maybe President Putin will come out good. But they'll say, Trump was absolutely horrible. It's just that, and I've lived with that for a long time. I've lived with it since just before the first election. I used to get great publicity. Now I get the worst publicity anyone's ever gotten in office, but I won in a landslide, so that people understand. They're the only ones that count, ultimately. But I've also had great reporters. I've had journalists that are very good. But it's very sad when you do the right thing. As an example, they said, because of the fact that Vladimir Putin came to American soil, this was a tremendous defeat for Donald Trump. No, it was really wonderful that he did it. It was a hard thing for him to do, to be honest with you. It was the opposite of what they said, but they said it. Now, if he didn't come, they'd say that was also bad for Trump. There's no way. And there's just a great dishonesty of the press, and I think that's why it's lost its credibility. Its credibility is at an all-time low. We have a thing going on right now in D.C. We went from the most unsafe place anywhere to a place that now friends are calling me up, Democrats are calling me up, and they're saying, sir, I want to thank you. My wife and I went out to dinner last night for the first time in 4 years, and Washington, D.C. is safe, and you did that in 4 days. I'll tell you, it's safe. I had another friend of mine, he has a son who's a great golfer, he's on tour, and he came in fourth yesterday in the big tournament where Scotty Scheffler made the great shot, and he said his son is going to dinner in Washington, D.C. tonight. I said, would you have allowed that to happen a year ago? He said, no way, no way. He said, what you've done is incredible. And I think the people realize it. But the press says, he's a dictator, he's trying to take over. No, all I want is security for our people. But people that haven't gone out to dinner in Washington, D.C. in 2 years are going out to dinner. And the restaurants the last 2 days were busier than they've been in a long time.
Sir, I walked around yesterday with MTG. If you can walk around with D.C. with MTG and not be attacked, the city is safe.
Yes.
Sir, on the
Mr. President, last week you warned of what you called severe consequences if a 30-day ceasefire or any type of ceasefire were not agreed to by Russia. Will there be severe consequences? Does that change because of
I don't
meeting
think you
with
need a
President Putin?
ceasefire. You know, if you look at the 6 deals that I settled this year, they were all at war. I didn't do any ceasefires. And I know that it might be good to have, but I can also understand strategically why, well, you know, one country or the other wouldn't want it. You have a ceasefire and they rebuild and rebuild and rebuild, and, you know, maybe they don't want that. But if you look at the 6 deals that we made peace and you know, long-term, long-running wars, I didn't do any ceasefires. Would I like the concept, you know, I like the concept of a ceasefire for one reason, because you'd stop killing people immediately, as opposed to in 2 weeks or 1 week or whatever it takes. But we can work a deal where we're working on a peace deal while they're fighting. They have to fight. I wish they could stop. I'd like them to stop. But strategically, that could be a disadvantage for one side or the other. But all of these deals I made without even the mention of the words ceasefire.
President Zelenskyy, can you explain the decision to offer Ukraine Article 5-like security guarantees, but stop short of pushing for their full membership?
Yeah, well, we haven't done anything on that yet. If you look back and you go back long before President Putin, it was always a statement that they would never allow Ukraine into NATO. So that was a statement that was made, but we haven't discussed any of that yet. We're going to be discussing it today, but we will give them very good protection, very good security. That's part of it. And the people that are waiting for us, they are, I think they're very like-minded. They want to help out all.
Thank you, President. Thank you, President Trump.
Are you disappointed there's no ceasefire, Mr. President?
The United States has already given hundreds of billions of dollars to this war effort in Ukraine. At best, it is a stalemate, and the killing continues. So, President Trump, how much more is the United States willing to give Ukraine? And President Zelenskyy, how much more do you want?
Well, I'll start off just by saying we're not giving anything now. We're selling weapons. This is something before, I guess the number is well over $300 billion. That was under Joe Biden, a corrupt politician, not a smart man, never was. By the way, go back 40 years, he was not a smart man 40 years ago either, but now he's in particular bad. This was done by a corrupt administration that shouldn't have been in, and frankly, if the right results of the election were given, if I were president, this war would have never taken place, and he would have been very happy, because he would have liked to have seen. I mean, they went through hell. He went through hell. This war would have never happened, and the people that were killed, a couple of million people, a lot of people with soldiers and everything else, and the people that have been displaced and forced into other areas and other countries because of what's happened, none of that would have happened. And I'm just saying that he was a horrible president, whether it was the borders or this. He was just a horrible, corrupt president.
Mr. President,
you want to
I can. Thank you so much. So first of all, we have possibility now to buy weapon from the United States. We are thankful for this program and this opportunity. We are thankful for Europe. They pay for this, and through NATO program, for example, Pearl and etc. We have some programs where we can have some money to finance this, and this is a part. I think it's not a part for the war and to defend us. It also will be a part for security guarantees, to strengthen our army, to rearm Ukrainian army. This is very, very important. And it depends how much money we need to rearm. For example, the question of air defense, we spoke about it with President Trump, and I'm happy that we have now bilateral decisions and we work on it with production, American production. Nobody in Europe has so many air defense like Patriots, for example. We need it very much, and this is also about defending.
I think the good news, we make the best military equipment in the world by far. You mentioned the Patriots. How good are they?
Systems.
We have systems. They're literally 100% foolproof, and it's really like shooting two bullets. You know, two bullets hitting each other in the air in a space like this. The chances, 100%. It's 99 to 100%. So we sell the equipment to NATO. And NATO does what, I don't know what the arrangement is that you have with, but I know that they want you to have the equipment. and we're getting the best equipment in the world, but they pay us for the equipment. Under Biden, it was just crazy what was going on. I believe the number is over 300. I think it could be $350 billion worth of equipment and money and everything else. And we've made more progress in settling this war in the last 2 months than they made in 4 years. This should have been settled a long time ago, but it should have never happened. Yeah, please.
Real quickly, you pushed out on social media.
All right, Brian, go first.
You pushed out on social media about doing away with mail-in ballots and potentially electronic voting machines. Can you expand on that and how important
Well, that's a very off-topic, just really quickly. Mail-in ballots are corrupt. Mail-in ballots, you can never have a real democracy with mail-in ballots. And we, as a Republican Party, are going to do everything possible that we get rid of mail-in ballots. We're going to start with an executive order that's being written right now by the best lawyers in the country to end mail-in ballots because they're corrupt. And you know that we're the only country in the world, I believe, I may be wrong, but just about the only country in the world that uses them because of what's happened. Massive fraud all over the place. The other thing we want change are the machines. For all of the money they spend, it's approximately 10 times more expensive than paper ballots. And paper ballots are very sophisticated with the watermark paper and everything else. We would get secure elections. We'd get much faster results. The machines, I mean, they say we're going to have the results in 2 weeks. With paper ballots, you have the results that night. Most people, but most people, many countries use paper ballots. It's the most secure form. So between paper ballots, very, very important, paper ballots, and I think maybe even more important, the mail-in voting. We're going to end mail-in voting. It's a fraud. If you have mail-in vote, even Jimmy Carter with this commission, they set it up. He said the one thing about mail-in voting, you will never have an honest election if you have mail-in. And it's time that the Republicans get tough and stop it because the Democrats want it. It's the only way they can get elected. Because with men and women's sports and with transgender for everybody and open borders and all of the horrible things, and now the new thing is they love crime. They're fighting me on the fact that I've made Washington, D.C. safe. We're not going to get mugged, beaten up, or killed like all the people you've been watching get so badly hurt. I'm glad, I hate to take your time with this, but I'm glad you asked me that question. Sorry. We're going to stop mail-in ballots because it's corrupt. You know, when you go to a voting booth and you do it the right way and you go to a state that runs it properly, you go in, they even ask me. They asked me for my license plate, for identity. I said, I don't know if I have it. They said, sir, you have to have it. I was very impressed, actually. But it's very hard to cheat with mail-in voting. As you know what happens in California, it's so corrupt, where some people get 5, 6, 7 ballots delivered to them. Now, we got to stop mail-in voting, and the Republicans have to lead the charge. The Democrats want it because they have horrible policy. If you have mail-in voting, you're not going to have many Democrats get elected. That's bigger than anything having to do with redistricting, believe me. And the Republicans have to get smart. We're not going to have a country. I said for a long time at rallies, you need borders and you need free and fair elections. Those two things, otherwise you don't have. We have strong borders now. In 90 days, Mr. President, we didn't have 0 in 3 months. Not one person came in illegally into our country. In fact, even I find that hard to believe, but it's run by a little bit of a liberal group that put out the numbers, so I guess it's, but 0, 0, and 0. You go back a year ago, 2 years ago, 3 millions of people poured into our country. It was terrible. Thank you very much.
Do you need from President Trump to be able to make a deal? Is it American troops, intelligence, equipment? What is it?
Everything. And really, it includes two parts. First, strong Ukrainian army. That's what I began to discuss with your colleagues. And it's a lot about weapon and then people and training missions and intelligence. And second, we will discuss with our partners. It depends on the big countries, on the United States, on a lot of our friends.
And Mr. President, are you willing to commit American troops to that NATO-like protection in order to get President Zelenskyy to a deal today?
Well, I don't know if you define it that way, but NATO-like, I mean, we're going to give, we have people waiting in another room right now. They're all here from Europe, biggest people in Europe, and they want to give protection. They feel very strongly about it, and we'll help them out with that. I think it's very important. I think it's very important to get the deal done.
You've been involved with the peacekeeping in Ukraine since your first day in the administration. What would you say to the Ukrainian people right now who are suffering under the Russian attacks and hoping that the American people will stand with them?
Well, I know Ukrainian people. I've known many over the years. They're great people. They're smart. They're energetic. They love their country. I mean, they love their country, and we want to get this war ended. That's all I can do. I love the Ukrainian people, but I love all people. I love the Russian people. I love them all. I want to get the war stopped. Very important.
Mr. President, was there any aspect of your discussion with Vladimir Putin that left you disappointed?
Look, we just spoke to, I was just telling the president, I just spoke to President Putin indirectly, and we're going to have a phone call right after these meetings today. And we may or may not have a trilat. If we don't have a trilat, then the fighting continues. And if we do, we have a good chance. I think if we have a trilat, there's a good chance of maybe ending it. But he's expecting my call when we're finished with this meeting. Thank you very much, everyone.
Oh boy, that was something, huh? That was something, guys. What's up? Nice. That's what I'm talking about, everybody. Thank you, thank you. So we got a suit, we got a pump, we got some green, and we got the conversations ongoing at the White House. Oh yes, oh yes. Right now, well, it's going to take a while. People are going to do their thing, and they're just going to be having a conversation with Trump, whole, European leaders and Zelenskyy and Trump, and we'll see what happens. Now, after that, and after maybe they leave or so, he'll call Putin and see how things are moving. Should be fun. Should be exciting, as we get closer to a deal, right? Which... Somebody asked me, how does this affect XRP? You seen the chart? There you go. There's your answer. There's your answer. I get a lot of questions like that. This doesn't have to do anything with XRP. Okay. It's okay. There's always new people coming into this space. There's always new people coming into this space. Breathe. Ah. Oscar, well, I'm going all in, brother. I'm going all in. Of course. Under $3 XRP, I'm getting some chips. I'm getting some chips. Like, people were buying right now, and now look at it. People are taking profits. Of course, they're taking profits. They want to sell. They want to. I mean, it's okay. Let them do whatever, right? It's the way it works for sure. Someone says 4 pennies. Hey, something is something when you're actually longing, guys. That's what we're doing here, right? So there's gonna be there's a chance for a trilateral meeting with Putin, right? So that will be Zelenskyy, Putin, and Donald J. Trump. So that's going to be so huge if it happens. That's going to be so huge, guys, if it happens. So I want to make sure that you are ready for that, and I'll keep you in the know because we want that, guys. We want that to happen, and come on, let's go. Oh, man. So let me go to the 4 hours right now. Oh man, look at that. Would you take a look at that? This is called the liquidationator. This is called the liquidationator, right? It happens, guys. I present to you the XRP liquidationator. So, sorry shorts, sorry longs, and it happens, man. It happens. But it's okay, guys. It's going to be fine. Some people are still making money, and we like that. If you want to join us to make some money here in crypto, I invite you to take a look at the links down below right now. As I'm telling all my fam, we have the awesome 2000 XRP giveaway that is happening under my BTCC link when you sign up, deposit, trade. If XRP is $3, do the math. You're talking about a lot of money in 2000 XRP. Let's put it that way. A lot of money. And I want you guys to win it. If you want, starts from right now all the way to the end of August. All you need to do is sign up, create your account. You don't have to KYC, deposit, start trading, and go at it. The links are the first one down below and the first one on the top of the chat. Okay? So there's the Oscar Ramos BTC giveaway. And we also have Crypto.com if you want Kronos, if you want another great place to trade, guys. A big one for, big institutions are using it. Crypto.com, link down below. You will find it for free sign up, of course. And that's where you can get more trades ongoing, right? So we'll keep you more of those ones available to you guys. I just want people to get ready. And I said it yesterday at 8 p.m. I'm ready for the pump, and that's the pump I was talking about. I posted before the dump, but that was the pump I was talking about. So hopefully, we continue, man, with this little by little. 6K isn't a lot of money anymore. Yeah, well, it's something, it's something. So that's Crypto Sensei. Shout out to him. Let's see what we have here. Can I refresh? Yeah, that's a conversation on the topic about the suit. So far, I think, oh, well, there's the big picture. So we have an idea, right? Of Marco, JD, Steve Witkoff. I think it's Steve Witkoff and the Ukrainian delegation and a bunch of reporters, as you could expect. Guys, if you want, I'm doing something, it's for free. Absolutely. If you have a Telegram and if you want to join our In the Money trading where we post our trades, you're more than welcome. I'm going to send you the link right here. This one is the link for our In the Money trading, which Ghost, myself, and a bunch of people. We publish our trades. We give you some info, right? This is free. There's nothing you have to pay. Of course, be careful with all the scams. It's hard to stop them, right? But yeah, that's Ghost, and I post videos and updates, and I just like people to have an idea, right? So if you want to get closer to our community, join us. It's for free, 100% for free. So all you have to do is sign up. There's the link in the chat, and I see you there, guys, right? Take a look at us. Get together, get, inside our community. And, oh boy, there's going to be more. Okay. There's even more. Okay, we might see a picture or so. We might see a picture. Why not? There's some songs, music right there. I'm going to stop it just in case. But we're still going. And I'm happy. We still have a great amount of people here listening. We might see Trump and more because they just... I believe they're stayed in the Oval Office, but they might move, they might change. So we'll continue for a few more minutes. Let's see if we hear something for sure. And drop a like, guys. Consider subscribing to the channel. Let us know in the comments down below right now that we're taking a little bit of a break. It's been a good Monday so far. A lot of work, a lot of things to do. And I'm excited, guys. I'm happy. We're just do what we have to do, and then we worry for financial freedom when we have to, because we're going to have a lot of money already invested when it's time. With 2,000 votes, who will stop the war? Russia and Ukraine, and Donald J. Trump winning with over 70%. As expected. There's the picture right there. So, yep, it's So far, I know you don't ask for this, but I mean, the only thing that is going to make this war stop, based on what I've heard after going and watching so much on this subject, is giving territories to Putin. So that's the only way, and Zelensky has to say and agree to that. But he says it's impossible because of the Constitution doesn't allow it. But I mean, really, so that's the narrative that we hear, in social media. On social media, it's like Ukraine has to give some of its territory, but they don't want to. Zelensky doesn't want to. So, but Putin, I mean, he's like, hey, give us something, man. We'll see, right? What ends up happening for sure.
Have elections. So let me just say 3.5
Yeah.
years.
This is when I heard this, I was like, he's gonna say something. He's gonna say something.
Legal elections.
So you say
we're ready.
during the war you can't have elections. So let me just say 3.5 years from now. So you mean if we happen to be in a war with somebody, no more elections? Oh, that's good. I wonder what the fake.
You like
news
this
is.
idea? No.
Speaking of news, I got a question for you. This sounds insane.
Yeah, I knew. I mean, I'm not gonna say anything about that. I'm just gonna leave it like that. You know, guys, that's another subject that we're not talking here. But yeah, can't believe. How cool that XRP and some other cryptos went up, right? As soon as they started to see them speak. That's good. I like that. A little bit of Cardano too. Sui as well. You know, the entire crypto went up a little bit. Ethereum went up too. And some people saying, third term. Somebody's there. Oh, I know what they're trying to do. Yeah, the classic white. The color balance. Classic. It never fails. It never fails. Anybody here also had a class in college, production, TV production or stuff like that? Yeah, I was one of those. I know. So yeah, there's going to be a picture or so there. It's coming soon, I'm sure. What's up, Crazy? Good to see you guys. Welcome.
Stalemate and the killing continues. So President Trump, how much more is the United States willing to give Ukraine? And President Zelensky, how much more do you want?
Well, I'll start off just by saying we're not giving anything now. We're selling weapons. This is something before, I guess the number is well over $300 billion. That was under Joe Biden, a corrupt politician, not a smart man, never was. By the way, go back 40 years. He was not a smart man 40 years ago either. But now he's in particular bad.
JB,
this was
nice.
done by a corrupt administration that shouldn't have been in. And frankly, if the right results of the election were given, if I were president, this war would have never taken.
Between us.
Well, thank you very much. It's an honor.
Oh, I see.
The president.
Before they started the conversation, they were like, not too long, very short.
Well, thank you very much. Very short.
It wasn't that short, actually. It wasn't that short. I thought it was a pretty nice length, in my opinion. But yeah, I mean, it's just all about Zelensky and hopefully agreeing to something, because if not, it's just going to be a waste of time. Like UK Prime Minister, Finnish Prime Minister, President, French President, Italian Prime Minister, German Chancellor, and EU President. It's a packed house, but nothing really matters if Zelensky is stiff and is not willing to cooperate, which I know it's not easy. I mean, your country's getting attacked every single day, but it's just tough. Not an easy conversation to have. But hey, the time is now, right? Time is now, and things are gonna happen, whether you like it or not. And now you saw how the price of XRP went up just by the news, just by what's going on, right? There's nothing happening with Brad Garlinghouse, with Ripple, with XRP, with the SEC, with ETFs. Nothing. Nothing. We had the case almost to be closed. I know it's officially over. It is over, right? But it's just like it's going through the process. We know the asset under management companies, asset managers, they are willing, they want an XRP spot ETF. We know all of that. We know all of that. We know that Ripple is the leader. It's a great company that is acquiring in billions and growing at a speed of light. It's just doing so well. We know we passed the Genius Act. We know clarity is coming. I mean, we're winning. But why are we then going under $3? Because you're not measuring the right criteria to find a correct price prediction. If you are just very narrow-headed, right? Okay, XRP price will be affected by XRP news, that you are not going to do well. My job here is simple. Expose you to those news, which obviously are heavily important, but you have to open your mind to macro and the rest, and things that we might don't really care much, but it's going to affect. And let me tell you the best example. FOMC. The Fed doesn't have to do anything with XRP, but why are we collapsing? Because of Jerome Powell. Just the way it is. Just the way it is. And yes, XRP has tremendous utility. XRPL has tremendous value. It doesn't matter for the price. Not much. Think about this. Most normies don't know about XRP and never heard of it. Imagine if it gets a GameStop type pump. My man Turk, 100%. So much incoming will send the market and launch the bull. Indeed, fam. And I'm happy that some of you really get it. So it's 2 p.m. East. They have about 2 more hours to discuss and to have a chat. And maybe right now they're actually working. I don't think they're going to come out just yet. Maybe later today. Or who knows, right? They're just preparing. But I'm still here just chatting and giving my opinions. Why not? Like I said, guys, drop a like. Consider subscribing to the channel. You have all the links down below. It's a great time to be involved in crypto and make some money. And yes, BTCC is giving a bunch of money away, 2,000 XRP. Why not? Imagine 1 XRP at $10, right? $5, right? So at $1, that's $2,000, right? Times 3, that's $6,000, right? So I mean, not bad. Woo. Economy and world events are always interconnected. Yeah, they are. They are. And right now, some people are taking the chance. So I'm gonna close this. Just wanted to show you, and welcome to the new members to the In the Money Trading. If you're here, very happy to see you. Once again, I think I still have the link. Yes. So the link that I'm posting is the In the Money Trading link, where you can, for free, join us and get connected, maybe see a few things that could help you, and that's it. Those who want to get in my private server and go behind the scenes and talk to my community and ask away, and there's no limitless, that's through Patreon, and I'll see you there. Very good, very good. Well, Oscar for president is not going to happen, brother. But it's going to be good so far. Dude, I set up a Ledger Nano X while I had the flu. Worst time of my life. Ooh, Turk. Hope things are going well for you, brother. Guys, I see people getting ready for pictures. I'm not sure if... Don't know if some people are coming in. I see people taking pictures here. I wonder. I'll stay here for a few more minutes. You're all always, surprised what could happen. But it's okay. It's time for me to eat too. I'm hungry. I'm ready for the coming months, clarity, ETFs, more some big announcements. 100%, bro. I'm also ready to. Lena, you're welcome. I got early on ADA, so it works well. Cardano, 100%. Cyber attack on YouTube. I don't know what people were saying about this stream. It was totally fine. But I know some trolls always trying to do that. Thank you, Ross. Good to see you, brother. Ross. I noticed you are also on X, so I appreciate you. Just wanted to give you a big shout out, man. All right. I think we're expecting a few more people there. We're just gonna wait. We're just gonna wait a few more, just a few more. Give me a few more minutes. If not, we bounce. YouTube was down for 10 minutes. That's weird. But that's me. That's YouTube, not me, of course. Double by November. No streaming was playing. Oh, I see. Not the stream was playing up. Eat up. I know, right? I know. Well, there might be a picture. I don't think there's going to be questions, right? So anyway, guys, thank you. That was a good 1 hour plus that we had. And we may or may not come later once they finish the conversations, right? Right now, they're obviously doing their business for what they came for. And we'll be monitoring everything. Thanks so much, guys. Please be safe. Stay tuned. I'll see you next time. And big shout out to all the donors, the new members, and all my awesome moderators, guys. You take care. Catch you next time. Peace.